Hi, how are my fellow Lemurians today? Yay! Okay, well, if you are here, we are here to do the Lemurian astrology and the oracle card reading for the Lemurian Birthsigns. And if you don't know your Lemurian birth sign, don't worry. We're going to walk through it here in just a few. First off, I wanted to say hello to Judy and Annie Bear. And I see we've got Karen Doyle in here this morning. So hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Wonderful, wonderful. And that was so cool. I am going to put this up, Judy. This is incredible. See, this is actually what we're here for. And this is part of why the Dolphins wanted me to bring this forward so that people could start doing more of the Lemuria 5, which is a 5D type dimensional way of going. So yes, the whole purpose to this, especially as we do like the bubble techniques that you'll see and everything else, even hearing the different birth signs, they're called motus. So as you're hearing this and you're experiencing them, or you're seeing my Huna essence in front of you, all of these are to help you in your ascension into and to remain in Lemuria 5, which is the 5D world, which is planet Maita. And so, hi Unica, how you doing today? What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the comments so that I can focus on this right quick. We have a very busy week this week as far as our motus go. We're actually going to be changing signs this week. So we are currently in the month of November. That is from November 1st through the 28th. And that is the sign of Kahuku, which is the sign of the butterfly. The essence for this month is transformation. So we've actually been in a very deeply internal, very deeply transformative month this month. For the next few days, you can find that playing frequency music, 852 hertz and above can be supportive. The color indigo and the brow chakras, which is Tonado, both are aligned with this particular motu, this particular theme or essence. But then on what we're going to have coming up later this week, on Friday and Saturday, it looks like, double check my notes to make sure. Yes. So on Friday and Saturday, we're going to be coming up on the 29th and the 30th. Those are what's going to be called Maita Days. Now, what happens with Maita, they are the 13th sign. The Lemuria is based around a 13 sign birth sign system. And so if you were born on the 29th, 30th, or 31st of any of the months, you're what's called a Maita. And that is the central sun that sits at the center, the heart of everything. And it's located in the Alkean belt. And your symbol is the crystal. And yours will be the crystal letter days. So for those 2 days, right now what we have is the undistorted light is coming through the stargate called Rehu, which is the Dolphin Stargate for this month, for the month of November. So that's the month of Kahuku. That is Rehu, the Dolphin Stargate. For those 2 days, Maita Days, the 29th and 30th, the undistorted light will be coming directly onto the earth for those 2 days. And they're kind of a transformation. And then we will be moving into Okapi. And so we have for December 1st through the 28th, we're moving into the sign of the forest giraffe. That's what Okapi is. And it is the essence of the light of Father. And we're going to find the color purple, and the frequency music of 963 hertz will be supportive to this one. The star gate for this month will be ToKe, which is the North Star, also called Polaris, but in Lemurian, it's called ToKe. And so to start off with, I first want to say happy birthday to everybody that's celebrating a November birthday, or if you were born upcoming in the 2 Maita days, the 29th and the 30th, happy birthday. And any that will be in the month of December coming up. So happy birthday to you. And now that I've gotten all that complication done, we're going to be using Izzy Ivy's Beyond Lemuria deck today. This is the one that really jumped up and said, me, 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 me. So we will be doing that one today. And so we're going to start off with Maitas first. And so Maitas this week, without much further ado, you have furred and feathered friends. So lean into the support of our beloved animal friends. They're here to bring messages, support, unconditional love. Great little day makers. Okay. Next up, we have Kahuku babies, since we are still in the month of Kahuku. And again, happy birthday to any Kahukus. Ooh, how pretty. Kahukus, you're going to end your birth month with a big bang. It's the high heart chakra, which is actually what we're aiming for when we are doing our energy balancing. We're going from the head energy into our heart energy, and then it gets balanced in the high heart chakra, which is halfway through the head and the heart. This is called Tatama. Yay. Next up, we have Okapi, those that are born December 1st through the 28th. Yours is the sign of the forest giraffe. The essence is light of father. And this week, Okapis, you have She of the Lotus. Some of these cards just really speak for themselves. And they have a lot of key codes in them. Next up, those that are born January 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of Hia. That's the sign of the hare. Your essence is endurance. Ooh, beautiful. You have love and compassion this week. Kias, remember to be compassionate. Also, remember to be loving, compassion for yourself. It's very important. Okay. Then we have Kireni. So those that are born February 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of Kireni. That's the sign of the hummingbird. Yours is the tiny voice from heaven. And you have, ooh, that's interesting. Kirenis, you actually have a healing card this week. So you may need your energies balanced. Reach for your favorite modalities. Focus on healing. Self first. Okay. Next, we have Honu. Honu is the sign of the sea turtle. And that is for March 1st through the 28th. Beautiful. Honus, you have endless opportunities this week. Their essence is navigation. Our Honus travel long distances in the ocean. They ride the currents. Next up, we have Tuataros. Tuataros are those that are born April 1st through the 28th. Yours is the sign of the smiling gecko, and your essence is the smile. And you have the soul star chakra merge with the divine. One of the chakra systems that we have, there is another, there's multiples, but there is another chakra above the crown chakra that connects us further out into the divine, whatever you want to name it. And so it's asking you, Tuataros, to focus on that this week, the soul star chakra. Next, we have those that are born May 1st through the 28th. Yours is the sign of Totoroa. This is the sign of the albatross. And this speaks to the observer mode, but the essence is also determination. Whoa. And you, my dears, have the portal keeper this week. Just one of my favorite cards from this deck. A cosmic kitty guarding the portal. Okay, if you were born June 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of Kopanui. This is the sign of the child. The essence is also creativity. Ooh, beautiful. I'm a fellow wombat. We have Manifestia this week. Woohoo! Make it happen. Yeah. Yay. Okay, I saw Utica. She's one of my cacas. I think Teresa Ford. Are you another caca? I know we've got several caca babies in here. So if you were born July 1st through the 28th, yours is the sign of caca. This speaks to the voice. And you, my dears, have Mount Shasta this week, which is really cool. There is a group of Telosians that live underneath Mount Shasta. And yes, they are very much the same people, I guess you could say, as the Lemurians. So you have Mount Shasta. You can do remote viewing there if you'd like. Next up, we have those that are born August 1st through the 28th. Yours is the sign of Fatchua, and this is the sign of the falcon. And the falcon speaks to purification. And yours this week speaks to purification, the violet flame. So for all of our Fatchuas who are very familiar with purifying, at any rate, if you've got some negativity or you need some situation to be purified for you, utilize the violet flame. You can imagine this energy being sucked off of you and purged through the violet flame. Or you can really get elaborate and imagine it being thrown into the fires of the violet flame. Saint Germain is also connected to the violet flame, that essence. Okay, so next up we have those that are born September 1st to the 28th. Yours is the sign of Namu. Namu is the sign of the dove, and the essence of Namu is peace. And yours this week, woo, yours is the Earth Star Chakra. Much like we had the other star chakra, this one is the one in Mother Earth where we kind of click in. You can feel it whenever I ask you to go into Mother Earth. Sometimes you can feel like you're sneaking onto an electric or magnetic plate. That's what this is. That is your Earth Star Chakra that you're clicking into. So it's asking you to be grounded this week, which should be pretty easy for Namus to do. Our earthy earth. Alrighty. And next up we have then, beautiful, we have those that are born October 1st through the 28th. Yours is the sign of Kirihi. This is the sign of the Lamb. The essence of this month is truth. And I saw G, and I know that Annie Bear is. You have stars here this week. How cool is that? What a potent card. I think more or less this week, it's asking you to, if it's getting 2, 3D down here, or 2D down here, or 1D down here, if it's getting too bogged down in the energies, go ahead and connect yourself upwards and definitely explore your cosmic cousins out there in the interdimensionals and play with the star people. And lastly, I did pull from the bottom of the deck for us. And if you're around still, stick around because I'm going to go ahead and I am going to do a harmonization. I forgot to do it because I was so busy with the other stuff. But from the bottom of the deck, I actually had communication and co-creation. And considering that we're doing in the Northern Hemispheres, or at least in the US, we're doing a Thanksgiving, and Canada has just finished their Thanksgiving. And it's the same thing with any of the pagans. For the Northern Hemispheres, this is our harvest festivals, all that really is. And so this is speaking of the bounty, and a lot of times this speaks of the communities getting together, definitely speaks of the families getting together. And so we need to focus on being sure that we co-create and that we keep our line of communication open. That's for hearing people as well as being heard. And on that note, I'm going to do the harmonization right quick. And if you can remind me, I have another announcement that I'm going to do that I uploaded this morning as well. And so let me just do a harmonization quickly. I usually do this at the very beginning, but if you're still on here, thank you. Thank you, thank you. This is also for anybody that is going to catch the replay. This is some Lemurian codes for us. T-A, Ori, Ora mahakawatahi. Ite ingawa te to irita o otowana. Waiuatapu kita. Ite ingawa te whenui tarani te kitao. Waiuatapu kita. Ite ingawa te whaia tamatua te tama. Waiuatapu kita. Tie mori ora. Wonderful. Okay. Next to last of my announcements. So as we were coming into this week with the kickoff to the holiday seasons, usually the families get together. Now we've got a lot of blended families together. I did run a poll for everybody, and quite a lot of people had indicated that they really wanted to collapse the old stories. And so what I've done, I've created and uploaded a video that should be appearing. I think it was scheduled for, and I don't know if it's going to be noon or midnight because I always confuse the two. But the soonest that I could get it loaded would be the 27th. So it's going to be on my homepage under the videos, and it's going to be Stop the Stress, and it's going to be for the holidays. I have to say that I actually did two versions of this. The first one was such a potent energy that it kicked me on my butt, and it is not my intention. My intention is that people get together and that it helps the energy that's running on those, helps to balance the meridians for the people and for your furry or feathered family members. But it's a universal balancing, energy balancing on that one. But also for the same time, it's to help, exactly like our co-create card, that last one with the communications. It's to help take the edge off. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemies, and we want everything picture perfect, and life isn't picture perfect. It really isn't. Our favorite snapshots are usually like the cat walking across the room with a piece of sticky tape stuck to his foot or something. I mean, that's just it. I really wanted something that you could play in the background that would help you and your family and your friends, anybody that comes over. You could play this on a very low volume, and it will help to take the edge off. It will help to calm situations. I know sometimes the older folk really like to remember you whenever you were 5, and that's still going to happen. Try to go down memory lane with them with some fondness. I know, I hear you. But, none of us are guaranteed any of our days. So treasure each day, even if you've heard the story a billion times, treasure them because they're here with you in the now. And the only other suggestion that I would do for that is ask them what life was maybe whenever they were young. See if they had a favorite toy, see if they had a favorite song or something, if you would like to explore a different memory with them from a different era. That might be fun for you to share as a family unit. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and flip on my comments right quick. This week is going to be a little unusual in that I do not have my live chat scheduled for today. I actually have it scheduled on Thanksgiving, and I'm going to do it in the morning at 10 a.m. And the reason why is because sometimes, especially if we're women, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of power cooking for everybody and trying to make everything perfect. And that's ridiculous sometimes. Your friends and family don't want perfect. Trust me, they just want you. And so I'm going to be hanging out there for a while on Thanksgiving morning. And then tomorrow, if everything goes correctly, I will be on Valerie's at Illumination Portal. So Valerie Bradshaw at Illumination Portal. Tomorrow we're scheduled for 10 a.m. I'm not going to simulcast it this week. I wanted to just focus on her channel this week. So if you would like, and hopefully it will be scheduled for it. But it's supposed to happen tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on Illumination Portal. And with that, I'm going to throw on my comments. We're going to do this real quick and see if there's anything up in here. Yep, did the harmonization. Hi, Gypsy JJ. Hi, Karen. La 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 la. La Kaka. Yep, Talos. So Gypsy JJ's at Telos. Rush, or your Kaka, I should say. Lisa Yeager. Hi, Lori Singer. How you doing? Beautiful, beautiful. Just scrolling. La 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 la. Yay. Yeah, stop the stress. It's coming. It's coming. And I have to say, whenever I did that one, like I said this morning, I actually had 2 different soundtracks going on it. And the first one left me so, it was deep. But that's not what I want. Whenever your friends and family are there, you still need to function. So, so we skipped that. Oh, you're skipping the family scene this year, just you. Yeah. And that's just it too. You know, if you want to do family of one, absolutely. No, I'm not Central Time. I'm Pacific Standard Time. I'm out on the Oregon coast. And Telos is at Mount Shasta, and Shasta is in California, Northern California. No, Kaka is the sign of the talking parrot. And so Kaka is the you'll see the parrot is the symbol for those that are born July 1st through the 28th. Yeah. Yeah, and of course the essence is the voice. Wonderful. Okay, gang. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close this. Thank you so much for stopping by. As I said, we're not going to be doing a live chat after this one today. It's going to be, next up is going to be with Valerie at Illumination Portal tomorrow morning. And then on Thursday, I will be coming back here at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to do the chat. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.